everyone! Today's video is gonna be the battle of the matte palettes. Recently, like last month, because I'm super late with this video, a bunch of matte palettes, like matte based palettes, came out on the market, and everything right now it's about matte eyeshadows and matte lips and matte everything, but which is kind of not what's going on in my face right now. I have a tutorial on this look. I will put the link down below, but this video is not about this look. It's about 3 matte palettes that I think are kind of there's more palettes out, I think, but those 3 I think are the most popular, and like at least the most popular in my, like, the ones that I wanted the most. So the first one that I think came out was, I'm not sure, I think it was a Tartelette palette. I think my palettes are all dirty. This is by Tarte and it retails for $44. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna swatch all those things for you guys, but you can see you get 12 eyeshadows. You get some like brown, like nice brownie shades, and then this column here, it's mostly like purple, like had a purple influence. Even this one, it has like a pinky tone to it. And then this row is supposed to be more of a cool tone row, but this is so yeah, you get like a cool tone, like a, I will say this is more of a neutral tone browns, and then a purple one. So this is by Tarte, and the other one that I want to show is the one by Too Faced. This is called Natural Matte, and there's one that's called the Natural Ice, I think. I don't have that one, but it's very similar to this one. The difference is that this one is full of a matte shadow. So this is what it looks like. So this is an E40, and you can see how small the shadow is. Like, do you see that the dimension of this? Like, it's super small. It comes with 9 shades. So you have like a, I will say this is like a cool tone. Those are very cool tone shades, and then you get your beige color, and then those are the warms, and this is the one that is kind of different. I will say it's like a burgundy influenced, and then this is like a definitely more peachy shade, and then you have this dark color that it's almost like a purplish brown, and this retails for $36. And then the last one that I think it came out was the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. This is the only palette that I have a review on because, oh, it's kind of amazing, you know. So it is huge. Look at this palette. So this one comes with 12 shades, and they are kind of also separated, and this is separated a little bit different by like foursomes. So this will be like the warm tone, like very warm tone, and this will be considered most like a neutral, and this is the cool tone one. This one retails for $46. This one retails for $46. Let's start with the Too Faced one. So the Too Faced has 9 shades. Those 3 shades are super buttery soft. Like, you touch them and you can feel how buttery they are. They're so nice. The other ones, not so much. My dogs can go insane. Those ones do not feel the same. They're just not the same type of shadow. My dogs are gonna be barking all day. But it's nonetheless, they're good shadows. They are pigmented and everything. I just don't know why there's so much difference in the texture. So there's a difference there. It's kind of a nice palette. I like how small it is. It's magnetic closure, and it's not too thick. So I think I like it for like traveling. Yeah, like this says a person who never travels. I think the shadows are fine. They're nice. I like them. But they didn't blow up my mind. The way they blend and apply, they give you a they give you a very subtle look, a very not intense look. It's hard for me to get an intense look. They don't just show up a lot. They don't show up a lot, and they do get blunt, like they do disappear by the end of the day, which is kind of a bummer if you think about it, because just because they're matte, I feel like they start blending away, and they blend nice, and like it's not obvious that your shadow is leaving your eyes, but they do disappear. I don't use a primer on an everyday basis because who has time for putting eye primer, right? But I do use a concealer to conceal my veins in my eyes. That's what I use every day. Like I've just put, I should do like an everyday routine or something, but I'll just powder under my eye, and I'll powder like on my like lid, and that's my primer, and on top of that I put my eyeshadow. So I don't think they last all day. I think it's nice, I think it's pretty. I don't think it's anything that you're not gonna see in the other palettes. So that's for the Too Faced one. For the Tartelette one, it looks like this. So you can see that it's super reflective. This is kind of like metal, mirror-ish type of packaging, so I'm not really that much of a fan, but whatever. So I'm not into purple shadows whatsoever. I just don't think it's flattering on me to put this sort of colors. I did a look with this palette. I used it for like Dupe the Look video. I will put that video down below. That's the closest I can show you how this palette performs. But the quality of the shadows, like I was going to give it a try, and I was like, you're gonna end up returning it. I can't return it. Like I keep thinking nobody needs this many matte palettes, but I just can't return it. It's so pretty. The quality is just so buttery stuff. The way they blend, it's just so nice. With the I think those shadows with a brush, they do, oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. I think you are gonna be able to see in that video, the video that I did to do the look, how nice and easy it was for me to either pack a color through the lid, to blend something in the crease for the outer corner. Like everything you want to do with this palette, the shadows perform beautifully. So if you love your purples, definitely get this palette. I don't see myself getting a lot of use, mostly of those two shades right here, but those two are nice. I do use them. I haven't used the cool tones just because I'm not a very cool tone person. This transition shade is so light that it's perfect for someone with like if you have problems like finding a nice transition shade. I can see this shade being super light for the transition shade. The black, it's nice. It's not the blackest black, but it's nice enough for whatever purpose you're gonna use this. It's a nice palette. I really like it. Those light shades that you see right there at the beginning, I was like, who needs this many light shades? But difference from other palette that I'm gonna show you, those three shades are very different. Like, yes, they are very different. Light shades are very pretty if you like the look where your lid is very light, like your lid, and then you get like more smoky on the crease and in the other corner. Those shades, even those shades are really pretty. So I feel like this palette offers more unique shades than this one. This is like, I have seen that already. Like it doesn't, I mean, it also has 9 instead of 12, so really pretty palette. I was it was surprised how much I like it. And then the third one is the Shade and Light palette. This palette, this palette. So one thing I have like on my little rant about this palette, those three big enormous shades that you see right here are not very pigmented. I think they were meant to be used like that. Like they were meant to be something that you can easily blend anywhere where you're gonna put them. This one, it's almost like a translucent powder. Like it really barely swatches. Like I'm gonna put it right here. You see that? You can't see it because it's non-existent. Like it's seriously like a translucent powder for me. It doesn't show up yellow compared to other yellows. I'm gonna do swatches about what I'm talking about after this video and just put the clips on because it's gonna be hard to show them right here. But this is, yeah, it's really not really pigmented, and same goes for this shadow right here. But they do build, you can build them up a little bit. but they are nice for like transitioning. This shade, I think it's my favorite of those three, just because, okay, yeah, those two shades are not that pigmented. This one is enough. It has good enough pigmentation for a transition shade, and this is such a gray color. It's beautiful for cool tone looks. I will put a video where I did a look using this palette down below. I'm not gonna talk more about this palette just because I did a review on it. I'll just put the review down below, but the pigmentation, it's beautiful, but I think I'd mentioned in the video that the best selling point of this palette, it's how beautiful it blends. So I'm gonna do swatches comparing shades from every palette that I think they're very similar. The only thing I was complaining about this palette is those two shades that I feel like they're extremely similar. I mean, I still think so. One is more like a pinky white, another is like a white, but they're very similar. Other than that, beautiful palette. I think it's the one that gives you the most choices. I will say it's between those two, but since this has the purple that I don't like and doesn't have the very warm tones like this one does, this one wins for me. I'm all about warm tones, but the cool tones are so pretty that it makes me not hate them. You know, when this one, the purples are fine. Like, okay. So I really prefer this palette. It blends beautifully. You don't need more than this. It is the most expensive one, but I think it's the one that has probably the most product. It also closes magnetically. It's very nice. It's very heavy actually, which I don't know if you like that, but I like that. Because it feels like it's not gonna break or anything. This one closes with like with that. Can you hear that? It's nice. It's a pretty packaging, I think. But this one definitely wins for me. It's just, it has everything you ever need. This one is very purple oriented, so if that's what you like, this one is great. And this one would definitely have to be my third option. I think this is kind of it's not even that cheap. It's $36, which is $8 cheaper than this one, and then this is 46. This is 46, so it's $10 difference, but the amount of product, let me put them next to each other so you get to. The amount of product, look at this difference. I mean, it's half of the palette almost. Just the amount of product is uncomparable, and the quality is better for this. I'm not saying this is bad quality, this is great quality. So if you are in a $36 budget, I will say yes, this will do the job. I just don't think it has everything. It doesn't have the versatility of the other ones. So yeah, those are my thoughts on those palettes. I think they ended up in the order that they cost. The one that costs a little bit more is the one that I think is the best, which is good to know that you're paying for what you're getting. But the three of them are nice. Whatever you prefer. If you are like, I don't need more than this, this is great. It's by no means a bad palette. I hope this review was helpful about just talking a little bit of each palette. Yeah, I will put swatches and everything for the video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!